Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Monday eBay video. So, last week was such an atrocious video, and man, I do apologize. I had that stupid laptop, and you guys know, man, when I'm walking around with the laptop, right, unless I'm like literally right in front of the laptop, that stuff did not pick up volume. And I was like, kind of like walking like this, right, with my face right by the side of it, and I'm trying to pick up. I'm trying to talk and kind of like try to do a walk around with the laptop, trying to show you around the garage, kind of like a garage walkthrough, aka my little warehouse, sort of. Um, it was crap. I was so disappointed in how the quality of that video turned out. I'm like, no, this is unacceptable. I wanted to give you guys something real. I wanted a real video, so I went out and got myself a high definition camera. And in fact, if you guys watched my most recent Zombie Sailors video, that's exactly me talking about this particular camera. So this is now me filming my second usage of this camera. So far, I don't know if it's the lighting or whatnot, but it's not exactly giving me the high definition quality that I'm searching for, but whatever. At least the volume is picking up a lot better than that stupid laptop, so I'm excited about that. Now, oh, you know what? Let me flip this around because I kind of wanted to talk about those extra boxes that I'm offering you guys, because I think a couple of you guys reached out to me talking about you might want to use some of these boxes for like some of your customizations, and I need a clear space. So let's see if you guys might be interested. All right. So apparently once I am in selfie mode, I cannot flip. Once I'm in selfie mode and I flip the camera, once I start recording, I cannot flip so that it's facing that way. Love technology. So hopefully this works out. Alright, so you guys know whenever I buy something, whether it's Jack's Classic Superstars, whether it's, I don't know, Zombie Sailors, Grapples and Gimmicks, what else I got over here? Premier Wrestling, Epic Toys, basically any of your box sets that I open up, right? I buy two sets. I keep my mint on card collection and I keep my loose collection, right? I don't throw away that second box set. I wrap it up and then I box it up. I put a label on the box, and that way I know exactly what's inside said box. So I have all of these big old boxes, and they have literally several packages, sometimes even dozens of packages inside the box sets. And kind of give you an idea of what's inside. Big Rubber Guys, Zombie Sailors, Epic Toys, Rush Collectibles, Cello Toys, Zombie Sailors, etc. Got more over here. I mean, a ton of Hastel toys. Looks like individual and tag team figure box sets. On this side over here, Major Wrestling Figure Podcast, Big Rubber Guys, Series 3, 5, 7, 9, and 10. And Major Bendy's Big Rubber Guys, Series 8. There's 4 packages in there. Series 7, 3 figures, and the white shirt, Sergeant Slaughter. So, essentially, I think some of those Big Rubber Guys, when you normally get the packages, they come in like these little smaller brown boxes. So if they came with those, they're inside those brown boxes as well. If you guys want them, like if you have Big Rubber Guy figures and you customize them, and you want to like MOC or new and package your custom figures, I will send you that entire box. Okay, just let me know what package you need, and I will send that to you because, like I said, I wanted to save them because We all know what Hasbro figures nowadays or LJN card backs go for on auction. You know, some of that stuff is selling for like $100, $200 just for the card and bubble, right? So I've been saving this stuff thinking that, hey, one day in the future, this stuff might be worth money. But I don't want to wait 20 years to see if this stuff is worth anything. So I'm like, forget it. I want to clear a space. I want to get it out of here. Kind of what I was talking about last week. Several months ago, we put up some pegboards, and now I can finally use my garage as an actual warehouse. Whenever I list something on eBay, I immediately wrap it up, box it up, put labels on it. I know exactly, what's inside each box. When something sells, all I gotta do is pull the box, weigh it, slap a shipping label on it, put it up on the mailbox, let the mailman pick it up. I'm good to go. So over here, Kenner toys. So this is like, I don't know, Power Ranger stuff. This is VR Troopers. What I have over here? Ghostbusters, stuff like that. Then I get like Victoria. This is my wife's stuff, like Victoria's Secret stuff. This is her clothing and her dress shoes, stuff like that. So I try to break it down by section. I love this gym area. This gym area is so freaking awesome. I've got all of the essential gym equipment, but it's weird because I hardly use it. And of course, over here you got your Zombie Sailor section, which Zombie Sailor's figures do not sell worth a damn. And during my reviews, that's what I'm always talking about. People buy 3 figures, 4 figures at a time, thinking they're going to sell like these extras for $100, $200. They just don't sell, man. Unless you're selling Zombie Sailor figures for 60 to 75% off, they will not sell. But Zombie Sailors, Grapples, and Gimmicks, same thing. Those figures will not sell. Mattel Retros. So basically, this is all your wrestling section over here. So this is my little setup of wrestling, and this is my eBay store and Mercari store, so to speak. Alright, so, you know what? You know what's kind of frustrating? Several days ago, we had a storm. Because it's Louisville, and what does it do in Louisville? I call it Seattle Light. Because all it does in Louisville is rain, right? Well, yet another tree has fallen over in our darn yard, and it's annoying because you know what? You know it's gonna rely on me to pay to have that darn thing picked up and tossed away. You see that tree down there? Well, not anymore, because when that tree used to be like this right here, right? That darn tree fell over during one storm and kind of fell down there in the brook. We had to pay to get that thing fixed and thrown away, cut up and hauled away. You would think that the city would be responsible for that, but nope. Not good. Alright, let's get back to business. Let's look at the eBay haul for today, shall we? What is going up on eBay's listings for Monday? Monday. Last week, the specialty of the week was Hasbro wrestling figures. And this week, my main focus was trying to clear out some of the extra military items that I had. If this was 2021, oh my god, I had military supplies galore. And Jesus, did I have such good stuff. Wow. I probably could have made 10 grand selling what I had available back then in 1 week because I had so much good stuff. But military stuff is pretty much winding down, but I'm pretty sure I got some good stuff that's still available for sale. Let's see. Small boxes. This one is a laser pointer. The thing is about military items. Now, I was a military logistician. So, because I was a military logistician, I pretty much know what all of these items were valued in the Army. So, it really helps. So, if someone comes in like, hey, they want to shortchange me on a lot of these items, I know exactly what to price them for because, hey, I was the one doing the ordering on these items, so I know exactly what they're valued at, right? Today's value is the laser pointer. Now, this is obviously a office presentation pointer. Now, I mean, yeah, the box is so-and-so, but who cares about the box, right? The item is still brand spanking new. I mean, it's never been used. It's obviously been, taken out, obviously for like pictures and whatnot. Batteries, but the batteries aren't actually missing because obviously I had to put the batteries inside the pen to ensure that they actually work, right? So laser pointer does work, obviously. And if you got pets and you want to sit there and use this for, play with your cat or something, hey, all power to you. I'm probably going to list this for, $30. And I think that is extremely fair. I think that's like a $50 laser pen. Now, here's the thing. In the military, they always list items for like excessive amount of prices. So it's probably going to be worth more stuff in the military than what you would pay on the civilian market. But what do I always say when it comes to these items? Everything that I list, you can always put in a best offer. Now, generally, when I have a starting bid price, it usually means that is the price that I would like to get. So, if I put in a starting bid of $10, 2 minutes later, I get an offer for $10. There's a chance I could sell it for $10. It's the starting bid price. That item could sell for $50. It's possible. But if I list it for $10, it means I'm comfortable selling an item for $10, right? So it's just like when you list something for $30 and someone comes in with an offer of $5. I don't want that. But I'm probably gonna put that pen up for like $30. That laser pointer. This one is a Titan folding knife. This one is already sealed, but that's cool because this is the Titan folding knife. Now, I do have a whole entire drawer of these Titan folding knives in the Army, and this is a loose one I have. These are about $40 or $50 knives. Great thing about the knives, they do not lose value, so you could call it pre-owned, but this isn't for sale, obviously. The brand new sealed one is the one that is up for sale. Like I said, I've got a whole drawer full of them, so if you want more than one, you can request additional knives. But the one that's factory sealed, these are the ones that are up for sale. I'm probably gonna put it up for probably $40. Like I said, they don't lose their value. So this is the one that is going up individually. But I also, where do I have another one? Yeah, that's one. I also have this one. This one's already packaged up already. So I wish I didn't seal this one. This one I have United States Army bundle, Titan folding knife, infrared flag, patches, medals, pouch, and belts. So this is just a bunch of bundle of random military items. And because of the IR flag and the folding knife, I don't know what I'm probably gonna list this for. $100, maybe less. I'll probably put it up for 100, and if someone offers like 50, I might sell it. I don't know. The last bundle I put up with the IR flags and that M9 holster, I put it up for $100, and like I don't know, like 6 hours later, on Mercari, that thing sold. So of course it had like a ton of IR flags though, like almost 80 IR flags, and that's what the big thing that people wanted. But if you are interested, this is about an 8-inch knife. Sheep foot, what do they call it? Let me read this off for you guys. Overall length is 8 inches. Blade length is 3 3/4 inches. Close length is 4.5 inches. It's called a Black Blade pocket knife. And modified sheepfoot blade. But very easy to close knife. And it's got a little hook onto your belt if you want. So alright, what is this? Waterproof multi-card holder with lanyard by Skullcraft. Pack of 10 each. So box of 10, that is, I know I had a loose one over here. Where did I put that box or that loose one? There it is. So that was a box of 10 of these. Shoot, man, if you go into like a clothing and sales store in the Army or PX, these lanyards sold for like, I don't know, like $7.50 or $10 a piece. And these things hold like, I think like holds up to 7 ID cards. So credit cards, ID cat cards, or if you work in a factory or something, any type of business that has a company ID card, that's what these are for. Little latch to open up your ID code. Damn, this thing sticks. Well, it's a good latch. We know that for sure. Wow. So, and like I said, it's waterproof. So, yeah, this is nice and tight. Wow. Even just latching it closed. Nice firm grip. So, nice strong lanyard. Like I said, I mean, for resellers, if they want to sell this, they probably get like anywhere between $5 to $10. Let's say $5 on a low end. I put 10 up for $50, or I'm going to put it up for $50. I could probably sell them one at a time for between $7.50 $10 a piece, but I don't want to do that. I don't have the patience to do that, if we're being honest. That's why I'm doing the bundle. But like I said, if resellers want to sell them one at a time, they could probably get as little as $5. They could probably get as much as $10 a piece. And if they do come in with an offer, it's somewhere around $25 $30, I might take a lower offer on that for the box of 10. I just want to clear space because they've been sitting in my toolbox for years. You know, still brand new, unused. So it's just a way for me to clear space, get some extra money, and be able to pay some credit card bills, right? So that's what that's all about. Alright, what do we have here? Bundle of 11 U.S. Army reflective yellow and silver road guard belts. Alright, so road guard belts are these suckers right here. And these are 11 of them. These are brand new. They are all sealed. Same deal. 11 of these belts. Clothing and sales, probably looking at about $10 per package. So if we say 10 of them, or 11 of them, 10 per package, about $110. I'll probably put those up for about $50. Would I be willing to accept a lower offer? Potentially. They're not doing me any justice sitting in that bin, sitting in my tool bag. So, yeah, I'd probably accept a little bit lower. And I got an absolute tonnage of those belts, so I would be willing to accept something smaller. U.S. Army reflective road guard belts, bundle of 10, mixed colors. So the 11 we just looked at were all brand spanking new. Still an original, sealed. These are mixed colors, but these are, looks like most of these are pre-owned or pre-used. So 10 of them. I think a couple of them, like maybe this yellow one, I don't think this one was ever used. But you could still call it pre-owned. I'll probably put this bundle of 10 up for about 30 bucks. What do these road guard belts look like? Yeah, it's orange, but it looks, but yellow or green or orange, they all look the same. Okay. Got the little hook right. Army, we never used these while stateside, but while we were on deployment, you would hardly ever see a soldier actually wear their actual road guard vest while they're on deployment, but these, they would always substitute the vest for the belts while on deployment. Me, I was a vest guy. I would prefer to use the road guard vest. But contractors especially, I mean, especially when you got to like, especially in Afghanistan, man, if you were a contractor and you were like passing through like Kandahar was obsessive with having their contractors wear road guard belts or vests at nighttime. And a lot of contractors, they would put road guard belts around their duffel bags so that they would easily be able to identify their particular duffel bags or whatever bags that they had while transitioning from stateside overseas and vice versa. But road guard belts, I mean, not bad stuff so far, not really. This is U.S. Army military bundle of patrol caps / boonie hat, new with and without tags. I almost didn't want to take these out. So we'll start with this one. Alright. So this one does still have the original tag applied. This is a size 7 3/8. This is a desert camouflage uniform patrol cap. This is actually a winter hat, and the way you tell the difference between a winter and a summer hat is the extra little flap. So summer hats don't have the flap. This fold, you just tuck that back in. Bam. During hot weather, when it's cold, pull a little flap down. But you know what? Military-wise, we never wore this stuff. And that's something, man. That's funny thing. Like when you watch movies, right, or like videos on like Facebook or TV shows, right, and you always watch like these soldiers, and they always have like their uniforms like all the way like buttoned up, or the Velcro like all the way tucked up to like here and stuff, right? Like all their stuff is like this. When in a million years do you ever see soldiers with their stuff like all the way tucked up like this? Never, right? You will never see a soldier wear his freaking hat with this down. With this part, with the flaps down, never. In all honesty, this right here is probably going to be better for like maybe someone who's out hunting or something, and you're out in the woods, especially if it's cold. Like I said, if it's cold weather, that's going to be best for them. But it's new with tag. It's unused. I think all of these hats, I'm going to have it listed for like $60, $20 per hat. You can send me an offer for either the entire bundle or any in particular hat that you might be interested in. So it doesn't have to be for the bundle as a whole. But that is the DCU colored, the desert colored hat. Or you can go with the new, what do they call it, UCP colored scheme. And the UCP, what do they call it? This is a size 7.5. You know what I hate is that they got rid of the BDU colored scheme, and they went to that stupid Army ACU color scheme back in like 2004, 2005. So when I deployed in 2005, they had already transitioned to ACUs. Now, upon our return in 2006, now technically BDUs were supposed to still be in use up until 2008, but by the time we got back in December 2006, I was still wearing my BDUs. Everyone else was wearing ACUs. So, like, I really stuck out. I'm like, hey, man, if BDUs are still authorized, I'm still wearing those bitches. I don't care what anybody says. But I kept getting weird looks, so I'm like, screw it. I'll move to the damn ACUs. But I never liked those damn uniforms. The only good thing about the ACUs were you never had to worry about ironing them. But I hated the Velcro. I hated the Velcro on the ACUs because if you wanted if you were on deployment, for example, and you wanted to stick a bottle of Gatorade in your pants, that's too much weight. The Velcro on your cargo pockets would pop open. Well, at least with your ACUs or with your DCUs or something, you got buttons. So you stack all the weight in the world. Those buttons were going to hold up your cargo pants, right? But ACUs did not last for long. And what did the Army do? They brought back the BDU sort of color scheme, that woodland color scheme, and they brought back this stuff. And I looked at that the first time, I think in like 2011, when I was contracting in Afghanistan for the first time. I remember looking at that. I'm like, is this guy out of uniform? I'm like, what the hell? They brought like this UCP color scheme. I'm like, that's so stupid. Why would you get rid of BDUs if you were just going to bring back this very similar color scheme? But it's not the same though. It's like a lighter tone than the original BDUs. But like I said, it's just a patrol cap, size 7.5, unused, just not without the original tag. And of course the boonie hat with drawstring. Damn, this thing is too damn small on me. I got a small head, and if my small head can't fit this, then what size is this? If my small head can't fit this, then I don't know if my viewers can wear this. This is a size 6 7/8. I don't know. Maybe somebody's wife or somebody's kids might want it. I mean, somebody might enjoy it. 6 7/8, it's fine. It doesn't have to go all the way down your forehead. I mean, if you just want to rest it on your head, like I said, the drawstring, you wrap it on your chin, so tighten it up so it doesn't go flying away. Boonie hat. Alright. That one's not actually bad. Alright. Oh man, this is a good one. So I kind of jumped the gun and already pre-listed this one. And I listed this one for, I think, $50. But I'm going to relist this, obviously, if it doesn't sell on Monday with the rest of my military stuff. This is the Garrett Super Wand, aka metal detector. Now, I am the original owner of this item, and I got this back in Afghanistan. So, you know, it does work, obviously, and so works beautifully. Nothing wrong with it. The only thing you can say wrong with it, it doesn't come with its original box. That's it. Other than that, I could technically say that this is a brand new item. Perfect condition, 100% perfect. Not a scratch on this item. Never been used outside of obviously turning it on here and there just for like for this type of purpose or for listing it, whatever. This was like a $400 damn item. Okay. And even today, when you get on Google and you look at what these other vendors are charging, these other vendors are still charging like some vendors are charging $200+. Some other vendors are charging $300+, $330, $350 or whatever. I put this up for $50. $50. And I was getting offers for like $30. You know, thanks for the offer, but I'd like to see where the auction takes me. And I think I even countered like $60, but and then I got a counter offer for $38. So I'm like, hold on a minute. Am I being unfair? Because I mean, just because this was like $400 some in the Army doesn't mean it's still $400 today. So I had to look it up just to make sure. No, like I said, looking it up online, this is still 300. You know, some vendors 200+, some other vendors 300+. No, I'm not being unreasonable. And for me to put it up for $50, I mean, it's not doing me any justice, but it doesn't mean I just want to give the item away, right? Somebody out there, TSA agent, somebody, if law enforcement, someone is going to be able to benefit from that. So, hell, maybe it's just somebody who wants to go to the beach and go searching for, you know, lost items in the sand. I don't know. But somebody can benefit from that. I mean, I don't have any use for it. But like I said, I don't want to give it away. And at $50, I think that's a stealable price. So, the metal detector, if it's still available, come this Monday when I post the video, that will be up for auction. And I'm hoping it goes for a good price because, like I said, These are gonna help pay the bills, right? What else we got? I'm gonna wait for that one. That one's gonna come last. Alright. This one is the DCU mop suit. Pants, large regular, and jacket is medium regular. So, I've actually pre-listed this item before, but I'm going to go ahead and I ripped this outside bag, so I'm going to go ahead and probably throw this away maybe. The bag's not important, doesn't matter. It was like a blanket bag or something. So I'm gonna, cause I forget all the name of the acronyms, so I'm gonna get the acronyms for you guys. And where did I list it? I'm trying to think if I listed it on my Watty's channel account or if I listed it on my Watt6 account. But the JS list mop suit, and it is here. Alright, so description. JS list is the Joint Service Lightweight Integrated Suit Technology, and MOP stands for Mission Oriented Protective Posture. So obviously that these were best utilized during the initial Iraq War, Gulf War in the early 1990s. Now when Saddam's having all of these chemical agents being released, this stuff was important. Now obviously when the 2000s happened and the Iraq and Afghanistan war was happening, everyone gets an NBC suit, nuclear biological chemicals suit, right? 99.9% of the time, you get these brand new in package chemical suits, rubber boots, gloves, rubber hat and everything. It stays in the package. It doesn't even come out. You have no use for it because when are you ever going to don that equipment, right? Brand new. Other times you might get the items loose like so. When you look at this item, it's a brand new item. It doesn't even look like it's ever been touched. Outside of being taken out of the package, that's it. But this is a overgarment, so you, like I said, you put this. This isn't like regular pants. It's overgarment. You would. Damn, this thing is huge. But it has to be because you gotta wear this while you have all your other clothes on, right? So, but I'm not gonna step my feet in this or nothing. Yeah, this thing is too big for me. I'm trying to see how it fits around my shoulders. Well, yeah. I'm just kind of looking at it. It's touching the floor on me, so this thing is a little bit too big on me. But these mop suits, I mean, they hover close to $1,000. And what did I say? The pants were large regular. So I would probably need like a medium short in terms of pants. So a large regular, like I said, way too big. And the jacket was a medium regular, so this one would be fine. So medium. The jacket's smaller than the pants. And I think anyone that might buy this might only actually be interested in the jacket itself than the pants. So I put these up initially for like $150. Like I said, this tandem of jacket and pants, they're about $600 to $1,000 in actual retail value. So at $150 for a listed price, that is well below market value, right? But how many people would actually be interested in this stuff? I think the people that want this is probably going to be actual military people, actual soldiers, whether maybe they may have lost their stuff, or maybe someone broke into their car, stole their stuff, and they need replacements. That's someone that might buy this. Or if you run an army surplus store, but army surplus stores, they might want to offer like $20, and then they want to resell this for like $150, and I'm not interested in that. Now I might be willing to offer for a lower price. For someone around the States, you don't have to use this as a chemical jacket, right? You don't need to be exposed to any elements. You can literally just use this like a regular run-of-the-mill jacket if you want. Nobody says you have to use this as some kind of gas jacket, right? I mean, this is a beautiful jacket. I might just hang this up and use it myself. If it doesn't sell, why not? But the mop suit, I think this is probably the most valuable item that I'm going to be putting up this week. So, yeah. As I said, folks, if anyone's interested in any items, reach out to me. Send me a message. Hey, I'm interested. What kind of numbers are you looking for? You'll see the prices I have listed. Send me a number that you're comfortable with. I might send you a counter. If you are, a channel member, there is a good chance that I am going to send you an offer that is drastically reduced compared to what I would just send a run-of-the-mill, buyer from the account. So that's going to help you significantly. That's something to consider as well. And of course, any previous listings that I've had that didn't sell, I mean, those are always going to be, renewed as well, right? So, also, I don't know if these are still going to be worth any money nowadays, but I got to assume that with VHS movies becoming as popular today as they have been over the last few years, especially Disney movies, that some of these movies are going up in value. So I'm probably going to put up a bunch of Disney movies and see if there's any interest in them. So I'm putting up about 4 animated movies with 3 live action movies. So they include My Favorite Martian, Old Yeller, and I don't even see Old Yeller ever coming up, so that's got to be a rare movie by itself, right? And Aladdin, King of Thieves animated movie. And these are all clamshells, so that's got to add some extra value. We got The Lion King. Oh, me and my buddy Kirk were talking about this today. This is what drives me crazy about listing things, though. I was looking at Lion King on eBay the other day, and I was looking at this movie. I was looking at the, what does it say? The Masterpiece Collection, and it's got like a little number down here, right, for all the movies. And somebody had Lion King listed for like $150. I'm like, okay, maybe because it's a Masterpiece Collection, maybe it's something special about this particular release compared to like a regular movie. I'm like, maybe I got something amazing. I'm like, holy crap, I was super excited. Then I started scrolling through like all the other Lion King movies, and I'm like, they're all the exact same freaking movie, being sold for like $10, $15. I'm like, man, that you want to talk about heartbreaking. I'm like, why can't people just list things for their actual value? So I went from like a $150 movie to like a $15 movie just like that. I'm like, dang. Disappointing. But at $15 for a single movie, I'll take it. Also going up is Fantasia, the last live action of Gordy, and I've also got Pinocchio. So what I say, 7 movies, 4 animated, 3 live action. So again, I'm hoping that those might be worth something. Yeah, I protected the hell out of this box. I'm hoping that these are worth something. Like I said, I'm not a fan of Disney. I'm trying my best to actually recollect a lot of VHS movies, but especially if they're clamshell, I think that's pretty awesome. But Disney doesn't do anything for me. My wife is a major Disney fan, but she doesn't care about those, I guess. I guess because she has them for like DVD, she doesn't care about the VHS tapes. So it's a bit of a toss-up. I'd like to have more VHS tapes, but I also got bills to pay, and like I said, those to me don't mean anything to me personally, but maybe there's collectors or fans who want the actual clamshells that might enjoy them. So I'm going to put them up for a certain price, see how well they do. If there's no takers, week by week I'll keep dropping the price to see, where it goes. After X amount of weeks, if it doesn't sell or if it doesn't go for a price I'm interested in, then I'll X that out and delete the listing and just keep them. But I guess I won't know until I actually find out, right? And for new channel members, anyone who's just seeing my account for the first time, why don't I just list it for 99 cents and go from there? Simply put, I just don't have enough eyes on my accounts to justify starting at 99 cents. I always seem to take massive losses when I do that, and at least this way, when I put it at a starting price that I'm comfortable with, at least I know if it sells for one bid, I'm guaranteed the price that I'm hopeful, or that price that I want. So, well guys, that is it for this video, and my god, are we seriously at 48 minutes? Damn. I was not expecting a 50-minute video. This was supposed to be 30 minutes, guys, but we had a lot of military items going up today, so next week, I don't know what's going up next week, so I guess it's going to be a surprise video finding out what's going up next week. So as always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, take care, everybody.